There is only one thing between you and making $1 million next year, and that is one perfectly constructed offer. Now I know what you're thinking. Who is this guy and how can he say that so confidently? It's a fair question. I'll give you two reasons. Firstly, for the past 4 years I've worked with top creators to help them launch their businesses. Some of these businesses took off immediately and some just didn't. But it wasn't until recently that I understood exactly why. That moment came when I watched a video 2 weeks ago. In it, Alex Hormozi, the author of $100 Million Offers, broke down what he calls the value equation. That's also where he says my second reason.
One avatar, one product, one channel. This is the simplest formula to getting to $1 million plus.
It was all starting to click. To create this $1 million offer, you have to create something that gives so much value that it would be insane to say no. I needed to understand more, so I spent the next week studying his book in full. Then I combined it with all the teachings from the initial video and some things I've learned in my career. And once I combined all of these, I had the framework for $1 million offer. And I'm giving it to you for free. All you need to do is watch this video in full to understand the framework. And I'll also give you access to a free template that you can fill in to make your own $1 million offer. The first step to creating our perfect offer is to identify our dream outcome. What does the user achieve by using your offer? This is an area that I don't think has been explained very well in either the book or the video. Luckily, there's some psychology that we can rely on to help us do this. We'll use 2 simple tests to help us find the dream outcome of any target market. The first test is to look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This psychology theory groups human needs into 5 tiers. The theory is that a person must meet the needs of a lower tier before fulfilling the next one. So, if your market has many pain points, you want to look for the one in the lowest point of the pyramid. The lower the pain point is, the more appealing your dream solution will be. So to create your offer, list all your market's pain points and the dream outcome for each. Then identify which tier each of them are in. We'll then combine this with the second test to pick our winner. This test is from $100 million offers. We need to look at how each outcome impacts a user's status. Everyone has desires, and when you look at them, they all come down to status. Wealth is status, expensive cars are status, beauty is status, you get the idea. For each of your dream outcomes, rank them in order of which provides the most status. Your dream outcome should be the one that has the lowest tier and provides the highest status. For example, young men often care about dating and making money, but making money has a lower hierarchy tier and provides more status, and that means it's the better dream outcome. Now that we've got a dream outcome, we need to consider what challenges might stop a user from achieving it. What if I told you to list 20 challenges for your offer? You might initially struggle to think of that many. Luckily, this is much easier if you follow a simple framework. First, list every step in the process that a user would need to do to achieve that dream outcome. Then, list the challenges for each of those steps. Then, we'll use the value equation, which is value equals dream outcome times perceived likelihood of success over time multiplied by effort and sacrifice. Look at how each component impacts the challenges, and these create more sub-challenges. Here's a quick example. If your user's dream outcome is to grow a big YouTube audience, one step is to record videos. The challenges for that might be, number 1, they don't know how to do it. Number 2, they're uncomfortable being on camera. And number 3, they don't think they have the right equipment. Then we create our sub-challenges by applying the components of the value equation. For number 1, they don't know how to do it. Our sub-challenges could be 1, likelihood of success. They won't finish recordings often. 2, time. It will take too long to learn and record regularly. 3, effort and sacrifice. It's stressful to film and takes time and space. You'll see that if we did this for each of our challenges, we'd already have 9 things to solve, and that's just from one step. And once you've listed out all your challenges, it's time to start looking at solutions. To create your offer, you need to take every challenge and convert it to a solution. I know that might sound daunting, but there's a trick from the book which makes it really easy, which I'll explain in a second. Changing every pain point into a solution makes your offer speak to a user's fears and concerns. You're giving them solutions to problems they've not even said to you yet, and it's easy to do. Add how-to to the beginning of each challenge and add the result to the end. Let me show you with an example from earlier. For our main challenge, they don't know how to record, our initial solution could be how to record YouTube videos so that your first looks like your 100th. That needs to be more specific and address the user's individual concerns, and that's where those sub-challenges come in. So looking at those sub-challenges, we instead address each issue. Our solutions then become, number 1, how to plan your recording so you know what to film and when. Number 2, how to review your videos so that you keep improving. Number 3, how to get the best budget equipment so that you can film like a pro from your home. Number 4, how to use your camera and lighting so you get great results every time. And number 5, how to get more comfortable on camera so that you can focus on your content. By doing this, we've addressed every concern that a user has for that challenge. They feel heard, and the offer feels so comprehensive that it seems insane to say no. When you first write out your solutions, don't worry about how practical they are or how you're going to provide them just yet. That's what we'll do next. Only once you've got every solution down is it time to decide how each is going to work. And to do this well, you need to understand two concepts. The first is the difference between logical and psychological solutions. Just making something easier or faster isn't enough. You need to make the user believe it's easier or faster. Their perception of its effectiveness is what makes your solution valuable. This is a concept from user experience design, but it's useful for any solution. My favorite example of this is a story I heard from one of the founders of Instagram. It's about how they solved an impossible problem when they launched, back in 2010. Back then, mobile internet was terrible. Uploading a photo could take over a minute. That's too long for anyone to bother waiting, and this issue had already killed similar apps. They'd all tried logical solutions, like making the images smaller or better compressed, but it hadn't worked. They were still too slow. So Instagram didn't try a logical solution. They used a psychological solution instead. In the app, when you chose your photo, it made you immediately start writing your caption. The upload felt instant, but in reality, Instagram uploaded the image in the background while you did the writing. And the perception it created was that Instagram was the fastest app. And just because they focused on the psychological and not the logical. You need to embrace this thinking for every solution. And the other simple framework is to think about how you'd solve each solution at 3 levels. Firstly, if it was one-to-one. Then, if you solved it in a small group. And finally, if you solved it at mass scale. This is a good time to download the template if you haven't already. The link's in the description. You can download this section on creating offers and the previous section, identifying a market. Members of my newsletter also get new sections sent to them first. So if you want to get that too, just enter your email and join the list for free. So using the template, write out ideas on how you can provide each solution at every stage. Again, don't worry about practicality just yet. We're going to solve that in the final step. Once you have all your solutions, we're going to convert them into our final offer. But first, we've not talked about pricing, and I need to touch on that quickly. It's a big topic, and I'm going to cover it in a future video. But we're looking to create a high value product, which we can sell at a high price point. Think over $500 per sale. We are not creating a $30 ebook here. The first step to creating our offer is to organize our solutions. Work out if each solution is high, medium, or low value. Then, work out the time and money cost for you to provide that solution. Remove any high cost solutions regardless of value. Now look at what you have left. You need to decide if this is an acceptable time and cost requirement for you to provide, aka fulfill, each order. Usually, the easier something is to sell, the harder it is to fulfill. Very time-consuming solutions are very appealing to customers. So finally, how do you decide if that cost is acceptable? Firstly, this answer will change over time. But to start with, prioritize making it easier to sell rather than easier to fulfill. And then keep selling until you're struggling to fulfill all of your orders. Once that happens, you can rebalance your offer. But there's no point in having an easy to fulfill offer when you have no customers. And with that, you have your offer. And if you found this useful, please subscribe so you don't miss my next 2 videos, because these will be on pricing and generating leads for your offer. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.